Hello and welcome to Seasons Past, a Last of Us video series, where we talk about each season of The Last of Us, summer, fall, winter, spring, and the DLC left behind, all leading up to The Last of Us Part 2. And we're at the end of the video series. This is the season finale of Seasons Past. We've come a long way in the last 2 weeks, from summer to winter, to summer to winter. Yeah, this is an in-betwinkle. So we're at the end, but technically we are in the middle, but I didn't want to do this series chronologically story-wise, so I want to do it in chronologically in release, so here we are. But anyway, let's finish this thing and get on into it. The Last of Us Left Behind contains a prequel and a side story to the main campaign. The prequel follows Ellie and her friend Riley during an escapade in an abandoned mall. The side story follows Ellie trying to secure medicine for a wounded Joel. We cut back and forth between these events that reveal how Ellie lost her close friend and what lengths she'll go to not lose another. I don't remember my exact thoughts from the first time I played Last of Us Left Behind, but I do remember the feeling of liking it more than the first game. And having replayed it, I still sort of have that feeling. Also, full disclosure, this is not going to be one of those weird hot take videos. Like, I'm not trying to drop a mic on anyone. I still love The Last of Us very, very much. I just spent the last 2 weeks making 4 videos on it. Like, I love the game. But, yeah, there's just certain things about this one that I like more. And I'll get into that. But first, let's get into The Last of Us Left Behind. Last of Us Left Behind begins with a fall in fall. Joel is fading in and out so much that we jump back in time to a period where he hasn't even been there. Then a vampire of some sort attacks Ellie. Yeah! Turns out it's Riley, Ellie's old friend from yesteryear, that has vanished. She's returned with an apology for her absence, but Ellie's still a little peeved at her. So they head out, and we head into the future. Ellie's looking for some meds for a battered giant Joel. She searches a mall to find some. Eventually, she grabs some from the spooky dead doctor man. Ooh. And throughout this DLC, we find a really sad story scattered throughout. I didn't touch on this during the Last of Us portion of this video series, mostly because it's been talked to death, but I'll just for the sake of conversation, I'll talk about it here once more. The Last of Us does a fantastic job world building through these notes. Ellie locates a helicopter, and we relocate to the past. Ellie and Riley do some drinking and catching up as they make their way deeper into the mall. They go to a Halloween store to try on some masks. It is perpetually Halloween in the land of The Last of Us. That's a lot. The mask scene is still one of the best things I have ever done in a video game. We find out a little bit more about Ellie's mom. Well, I did. I chose the option to find out more about Ellie's mom. Become a brick fucking masters. And then we head back to the future. I couldn't find a fucking segue to that. Damn it. Anyway, we're back in the chopper. Well, we're looking up at it. We go through some runners, get some gas for a generator, and generate ourselves back to the past. Yeah, that works. Ellie tells some puns. I went through all of them, and I don't regret it.
The midget psychic escaped prison. He was a small medium at large.
We play a game within a game without actually playing the game. Another extremely unique moment from this game. After the game, Riley reveals that this will be the last time she and Ellie see each other. Ellie takes it well.
You want my advice? Go. Come on, let's just say our goodbyes. I'm gonna go check out.
Holy shit, she actually did take it well. Oh, well, Riley didn't take it well, so Ellie goes after her. They hash it out, trying to get to the bottom of each other's feeling, and then have a water gun fight. This is so much better than gunfighting. Afterward, they have a heart-to-heart where Ellie tries to push Riley into a direction that she thinks she wants to go in, but ultimately, Ellie wants Riley to stay here. Screw the Fireflies, stay here with me. Riley agrees, they share a kiss, and everything is right in the world. Until the fucking infected show up. Riley! Back in the future, we go to check on Joe, who will soon be surrounded by some hunters. We fight them and some clickers off. While doing so, I implemented a technique that I never thought was possible, using the clickers as a weapon. I actually learned this from the State of Play Last of Us Part 2 did. The future informed the past. We carve our way through the hunters and the clickers back to the past where Ellie and Riley are on the run from runners. They nearly make it out, but Ellie falls back into the mall and is surrounded by infected. Riley jumps down to help Ellie and succeeds at that, but it is soon then revealed that they have both been infected. They decide not to take the suicide route and lose themselves to the infection together. The story ends with a mesmerizing score and a powerful speech from Riley as we cut to black. So rounding back to the beginning of the video, I said that I think I like The Last of Us Left Behind better than the main game. And in most cases I do because of how unique it is and how much it leans into the strengths of the main game. In my opinion, the strengths of The Last of Us are not found within its gameplay. It's found within its story, its characters, and its world. The majority of Left Behind is just that. When it's just Ellie and Riley, it is wonderfully unique. Two characters born into a broken world doing something as mundane as going to a shopping mall, while also witnessing their love blossom for each other. It's beautiful, it's wonderful, it's The Last of Us. Plus you have these moments like the water guns, the arcade game where Riley is guiding Ellie's imagination, the carousel, the kiss. All these moments lead into something truly unique and stand apart from The Last of Us as something a little bit more my speed gaming wise. I'm starting to realize more and more that games like Lost Legacy, Left Behind, The Order 1866, Abizu are more my go-to when it comes to gaming. Don't get me wrong, I still love my sprawling 30-hour adventure games. I'm going to be playing one very, very soon, but most of the time I'm looking for a special condensed experience. A 2 to 10 hour well-told story does me good, and The Last of Us Left Behind is exactly that. Every single time I replay this game, especially when I replay it after The Last of Us, I appreciate it more and more, and I appreciate it just a little bit more than the main serving of the main game. I even watched the ending to this game a lot more than the ending of the main game because Riley's speech just plainly is fucking awesome.
A million ways we should have died before today. And a million ways we can die before tomorrow. But we fight for every second we get to spend with each other. Whether it's 2 minutes or 2 days, we don't give that up. I don't want to give that up.
That's life. She's describing life in a very beautiful way. Also, it's a lot more optimistic than a grown man telling a little girl a lie. I mean, just why, Joel? Why did you have to not tell the truth? Ugh. So, with all that being said, that's it. Thank you very, very much for watching Season's End. This was a fun experience for me. I've never really done anything in the video essay format. Putting the pedal to the metal on this was a lot of fun and a great learning experience, especially during quarantine and this pandemic. It's nice to keep yourself busy and learn new things. And, talk about stuff that you love and that makes you happy. And this game, in this DLC, makes me very, very happy. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more from me in the future, hit that subscribe button. There will be more. Happy Juneteenth. Thank you again for watching. And lastly, for the very last time, to the edge of the universe and back, endure and survive. Unless, I come back for Last of Us Part 2, which, we'll see.